Hey, Carrie. I have not slept. Today is the last deadline of my university career. Thank God. Today I hand in my final major project, which I've been working on for like the last a lot of months. October was when this project first started as like a concept and design thing, but the actual piece I've been working on since January. And this is it. I'm kind of done. I have to go into university to print off my stuff, so I need to finish packing up. I don't actually have to leave for another 20 minutes, which is unusual for me on a handed day. Usually I'm like leaving 15 minutes late, but today I actually did alright. I even showered. My hair's still kind of damp. But I've got the costumes all in there and there. Hung up here. So, I mean, on the hanger, it starts about there. And it goes all the way down to the floor, but inside there's more fabric kind of like bundled. So yeah, my costume's taller than me and I have to get it to uni somehow with this giant suitcase with the rest of the costume. And also my portfolio, which I have to print off. But I won't show you what it is yet because the final major project wasn't just a costume, and it involved also a video that I had to make, which I'm gonna be releasing. Hopefully by the time I upload this will be tomorrow. Which is so cool. I'm so excited. I'm so pleased with how it came out. It wasn't just me involved. I had a few of my friends involved, classmate Maiko and Matt, who you've met before in some of the previous videos. He helped out, and this guy James, who I met through a friend from university. And I had this wonderful actress model doing it as well, so it's not me in the video. It's so weird that it's over now. I'll give you a hint, it's kind of sort of cosplay, I guess. It's definitely cosplay, but I've kind of marketed it a little bit differently for my teachers. I need to get going. I need to pack up my computer. I've been like watching movies, well, not watching. I've been listening to movies and just like those 24/7 live streams all night, and I think I might be going slightly crazy. Tea. I should make myself some tea. Speaking of tea, so Carrie and I had this sort of like secret challenge where we challenged ourselves because it's our 1-year anniversary of making these videos, which is crazy, and time goes so fast, and it's also kind of sad because that means it's been over a year since I saw you last. But I'm seeing you this weekend and I'm so excited. Anyway, secret challenge. Secret challenge was to do something in my video that Kiri might do, and Kiri was gonna do something in her video that I might do, but it kind of got pushed back a little bit because deadlines sort of kept me busy, but not anymore. So I can finally share with you guys what happened, tea related. Yeah, here we go.
How do I take my tea? With honey. How much honey, you might ask? A buttload.
So I am in South Kensington on the High Street, and we are doing something very exciting for our super special 1-year anniversary challenge. Today, I am going to have tea. I know Kiri really loves tea, so me and my friend have organized an afternoon tea in London, which is kind of special, and I'm going to show you why. So it is the next day now, today. But the day after my hand-in, tried something different with my hair. I'm kind of obsessed, actually. I feel like a little teddy bear. Let me know in the comments if you think it's cute and I should keep it. Plan for today is I need to go get some boxes because we're moving out of here in just over a week. But I have a lot of sorting out to do. And I started to do a little bit last night. A little bit. This is all of my project stuff. I've been getting through it yesterday, and this is my challenge for you, Kiri. I had a nap, obviously. I got up at about 7 p.m., went out just for a walk with a friend of mine, and came back and binged watched a Netflix show for about 10 hours. Like, I got the warning thing that's like, do you want to continue? Are you still watching? So yesterday I did things, well, / kind of early hours of this morning, I did things for myself. Can you guess what your challenge is, Kiri? This time I want you to do something for yourself. If you can, if you have time. I know that when I had all of my deadlines and stuff, that was something that I totally neglected to do, was something for me. So it was so refreshing to just be lazy and watch a TV show, but I can't be lazy today. I have to go get boxes, sort some of the stuff out, and then I need to start my next sewing project. We have exhibition in like a month-ish, I think, and I'm putting up my exam piece in the exhibition, but I need more portfolio work to go on my website so that people want to hire me. I'll show you what my flatmate is doing. This might be a bit creepy. If you're easily creeped out by things, this might not be for you, but I don't know if you recognize who this is. Wait, can I pull a face? It's me! It's what I would look like if I was bald. Look how small my ears are. Look at that. Tiny. Teeny tiny ears. My flatmate did, obviously, a head cast of me. I was her model for her project, which I have some short clips of. Enjoy! Today, I shaved my head and realized that my scalp is actually green. So I'm gonna have to go to the doctor and get this checked out, I think. No, but for real, my flatmate is filming her final major project today. She does the hair, makeup, and prosthetics course at my uni, and I got roped into being the model. So now I am bald and green, and this isn't even the end of it. We've been doing this for 3 hours at this point, and we've got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see you though. It probably look a bit different. So this is my getup.
Pourquoi? Non, j'ai même pas j'arrive.
Oh, my hands look normal though.
You have to wave like the alien.
Yeah, wave like how do aliens wave? Like, you know, there's that like conspiracy theory that every big world leader is a reptile. Yeah, Illuminati confirmed. I have to go get things and pack up, which is scary, but I have to do it. I don't really want to. I like this flat's alright. I have to think of the bad things though. The windows are shockingly bad. Like, they shouldn't be legal, I think, these windows. They're the original windows, I'm pretty sure, for this place, and we've had to have 3 of them sealed around the top. So my challenge, I need to think of my response to your challenge. Give me a few hours, I'm gonna go for a walk, and I will try and complete your challenge. Hey, I'm back. So I've been having a think for your challenge to me, which was to tell a personal story. I thought it would probably be appropriate if I told you how I got into cosplay, costume, and sewing. So when I was really, really little, probably around like 4 years old, my grandma taught me how to sew. Growing up in Canada, Halloween was like a massive holiday, and every single year I would plan my outfit. Like as soon as Halloween was over, as soon as it was like November 1st, I'd know what I wanted to be next year. And it drove my mom a little bit nuts. But then I got a little bit sick when I was at the end of elementary school, in about grade 5 or 6. I missed loads of school time because of it. And in order to pass the time while I wasn't in school, I would play video games. So the first ones, I mean, my friends introduced me to, like, Legend of Zelda. Ocarina of Time was the first one I played, and I still love that game. Final Fantasy X-2 I played because I really liked the cover art. That was sort of the level of my video game playing, because like the internet had just started to become big, but my usage of the internet was pretty much solely like Neopets at this point. Like YouTube wasn't really a thing, well, for me at least, it wasn't really a thing. I was still very, very young, so I wasn't like really aware of video games. I would just go into Blockbuster. This is just to give you an idea of when this was. I would go into a Blockbuster and I'd be drawn to a cover and I'd be like, I want that game, and I'd play it. Kingdom Hearts as well I discovered at that time, because I mean I was a kid, I loved Disney, what can I say, and it was like a video game in sort of the Final Fantasy style. After, you know, growing up and being like so obsessed with Halloween and dressing up and, you know, wanting to be Alice in Wonderland, Dorothy from Wizard of Oz, Lilo from Lilo and Stitch I was one year. After all of that and getting into video games, I wanted to be my favorite video game characters, and my first cosplay was Yuna from Final Fantasy X. I don't think I have any photos of it, which is such a shame because I did it, again, it was for Halloween, so the only photos that would exist would be like from my school Halloween dance, which I don't have any of, which is a shame, but that was my first costume. And I watched YTV growing up in Toronto. I think every kid my age watched YTV in Toronto. They often, every year, did cover of Anime North. And I was too young, obviously, to go at the time, and I couldn't really go with my parents because I basically, for me, going wasn't an option. And then I moved to the UK when I was 13, and I discovered that I had people in my class who were also really into, like, anime and games, and I heard of this thing called MCM Comic Con. It was called MCM Expo at that time, but the first year I went was 2008, and I dressed up as Yuki from Vampire Knight, and it was a last minute costume. I made it in like 2 days out of an old black colored shirt I had. I didn't have a wig or any of that. I tied like a bandage around my neck because, oh, I've been bitten by vampires. That was such a last minute thing that I was a bit disappointed that I didn't feel like I'd really joined in with the spirit of Comic-Con at that point because my costume was so basic, so I wanted to take it to the next level. The next Comic-Con I went to was actually, I finally got to go to Anime North when I went to visit Toronto in May 2009, I believe. So yeah, I finally got to go to Anime North, and I dressed up as Elle from Death Note, which I do have pictures of. Well, I have one picture, and I'll put it somewhere. October 2009, I did my first contest. I was 14 years old at this point, and I did Yuna, again, from Final Fantasy X-2 this time. I did her songstress outfit, and because I was 14, I wasn't old enough to go into, like, the official competition. There was, like, a juniors and then a main contest at that time. And I won in my category. I actually didn't end up staying until the very end of the contest because I was like, oh, you know, I've done my little walk-on thing. Like, that was fun. Just go home. And then the next day I got a message from a girl who I'd met at the contest, and she was like, oh yeah, congrats for winning. And I was like, wait, what? I didn't know I'd won, and I watched the video back, and it was like, oh, or I think I was going by Staxel at that time. Staxel is Yuna from Final Fantasy X too, and I cried immediately, and my mom was still asleep, and I went in and I woke her and was like, Mom, I won the thing! And that sort of started it. I was doing contest after contest. The next one I did Miku, Synchronicity Miku from Vocaloid. That was the time I won the actual like parade competition. They have juniors, parade, and then expert. And I won the parade category for my costume, and that was amazing. But then MCM got a little bit bigger, and I did my Tangled cosplay in their contest a couple of years ago. It was my first year of university. I did my Tangled cosplay, and I won best costume in that show, and that was the most amazing feeling. I had lights in my hair. So it starts off as When Will My Life Begin, and goes into the Flower Gleam and Glow song, and when that song came on, I switched on my lights and turned around, and the lights dimmed down, and the crowd started cheering, and that was just the most amazing thing. And I still have the video of that on my Facebook page, actually, if you want to check it out. I'll put a link there. That was the best feeling for me. Cosplay, I mean, it's just been part of my life, and costume has always been a part of my life just as a result of that. And without cosplay, without this hobby, my life would be completely different. Without a hobby. Like, that's insane to me. Like, I wouldn't have gone to the university that I've just finished at. Oh my god. Mind blown. It has given me so many opportunities. Like, I wouldn't have met you without cosplay. I wouldn't have had so many amazing experiences without this hobby. I would have saved myself a lot of hardship as well. Like, it hasn't been the smoothest road with this, but I think that's with everything. Like, you get little blips and things, and you want to give up. And the amount of times where I've thought to myself, I have to quit, like, I can't do this anymore. I always just remember when I turned around and the lights went on and everyone was cheering about it, you know? So, that's that. That's my little personal story. Yeah, I'm so excited to see you in like 2 days. I cannot believe it, and it's gonna be amazing. Don't forget your challenge to do something for yourself. And everyone else in the comments, if you want to tell a personal story or tell me how you make time for yourself. What's the thing that you do that's just for you? Yeah. Oh my god, I can't wait to see you. I miss you so much. Love you, and talk soon.